Moving now to Israel, where Prime Minister Naftali Bennett said he does not support a U.S. plan to reopen a Palestinian consulate in Jerusalem. The U.S. recognized Jerusalem as the capital of Israel back in 2017 and moved its embassy there the following year. A consulate for Palestinian affairs was put under the authority of the embassy. Critics say reopening the consulate in Jerusalem would be a step towards dividing the city.
There's so much more we agree upon with our American friends than we disagree upon, but indeed, our position is, and it was presented very clearly and openly to our American friends, that there's no room for another American consulate in Jerusalem.
Palestinians agree the consulate would constitute the seed of a U.S. embassy in a potential Palestinian state. Gordon?
I certainly applaud Prime Minister Naftali Bennett for standing up to the U.S. State Department, to standing up to the American administration. They're trying to roll things back, create an embassy, a consulate to the Palestinian Authority in Jerusalem. That's a signal that Jerusalem could be the potential capital for a Palestinian state, and the city would once again be divided. We need to keep in mind Scripture. You do not divide the land. This is not something you do. Jerusalem is the undivided capital of Israel. Israel, as a sovereign state, gets to designate their capital, just like all other sovereign states. Israel is unique in that it's the only sovereign state that's designated its capital as Jerusalem, and the other nations don't recognize it. So the Trump administration broke through all of that, recognized Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, moved our embassy there, and shut down the Palestinian consulate. For those that think there should be a Palestinian consulate, let me ask a very simple question. Do the Palestinians actually want a Palestinian state? They've proven through their behavior, through their lack of negotiations, lack of coming to the peace table, the famous phrase, the Arabs have never refused an opportunity to refuse an opportunity. They have never taken the step for statehood. They have never even tried to develop the infrastructure for statehood. So why in the world do you think they want a two-state solution? They've been quite adamant over 70 years. They want to drive Israel into the sea. They want a one-state solution governed by Palestinians.